Hey guys, it's Phantom and welcome back to a new episode of MMORPG Tycoon 2. So last episode we finished setting up this region for level 2 with a small section for level 3. All in all, that was pretty nice, it worked pretty well and I really like how the area turned out. But obviously we need to expand, so that's what we are going to do today. Like I said, I wanted to make a big town here, but that unfortunately is not possible. Instead, we are going over to this area. So let's go to grid. Let's go to activate. And let's change the level. And we want to set it level 2 to... do we want to make it level 3? Tough call. We don't want to make it level 2. That's way too low. 3 to 4 maybe? Like that? I mean, that would make it a little bit easier. Obviously that will get us into trouble once we actually need to expand outward, because we will hit our max level way too early. And you don't want multiple areas, so after this we would probably have to work on the other areas in order to get that to level 1, level 2, level 1 as well. Tough call, but we're going to do just level 3. There we go. We can always expand it even further to level 4 if we really need to, but for now I think this is fine. Right, so now that we have this, obviously we need to get a mountain pass. Now this is going to be a tough one to place, since as you can see there is some intraversable terrain, and we could place it there, but that's not really what I like. That actually hooks up, so let's see, how does it look? Do we want to go to the coast a little bit? Yeah, I think we can. So let's draw it out like that. And let's place it. There we go. Alright, very nice. Obviously we need to get an in here first. And since this is a completely new area, it is desert-like. I figured it would be much darker, but unfortunately it isn't. So yeah, let's take a look at what we can then choose. Obviously arid would be okay, but really, is it okay with this region? Yeah, let's just do that. So let's get an arid in here, and there we go. And obviously we need a respawn point, so let's just randomly place that there. Do we want arid? Yes, we can. Let's work our way here initially, so let's place that about here, I suppose. I think that's pretty good. There we go. Then we obviously need a tavern. Let's just place a tavern. Okay, what is this? That's just weird. I have no idea why that is. We probably should lower the terrain first. I mean, yeah, I know the region is still active, but we should be able to lower it, right? Nope, not really possible. If we remove this, that probably won't really work then, will it? Oh, actually it does. Okay, that's weird. Let's see how close we can actually get it to the mountains then. That little bump is still too much. But that's acceptable, so let's do that. Then obviously we need to get some quest givers in here as well at some point, but first let's build out a power network as usual. So let's get an uplink in that center. I also want a capacitor just to start saving up some, and then let's link these two. There we go. There, and there, and there, and there, 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 and then just there, and then we can link that up to there, then do it like so. That's not fully covered, and do it like so. Okay, so that's our grid. That's now set up, so that's awesome. And maybe we should just Even though this is kind of desert-like, I think we should change this to a mushroom area, but we'll... Actually, let's just do that right now. So let's go to terrain, mushroom grove. Let's see how that handles. I mean, we could make a mix out of it, because this is a lot of damn mushrooms, man. It's a little bit too much. Let's just do it like that. Wait. Desert. There we go. That's what I wanted. Because that's just too much mushrooms, so let's make a desert for now and see where we end up. Could also always place in some mushroom groves. Alright, so as per usual, need to set out our build section. Not quite sure what I want to do with this. It's gonna be odd, so let's get a single road in there because it's quite center. And this is really weird. Maybe get a big boss in there. That would be a good idea. So let's get our road out. Let's just extend it a little bit so we can use some curvature. And there we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Obviously we need to connect to this area, but really we shouldn't have to do that because we can also get from here to there. And this seems like desert. So 2 desert areas, that might not be a good idea. But we can activate it and just take a look at what's out there. Actually, let's just do that. So grid, activate region, activate region. Oh, we don't have to cache. Oh, obviously. Because we've been spending so much in order to set up our network. So yeah, that's my mistake. Alright, so yeah, we'll just have to leave that, unfortunately. Paths. So we have our single path going out there. Then I kind of want to split it off. Like so. There we go. And then maybe split it off like so. And then do we want to access this from here as well? Let's just leave it for now and just concentrate on these roads that we have. I think that'll be fine. Players will want to come in here in this region as soon as possible anyways, once they know that something is actually out here. So, desert-like. Interesting to say the least. I don't have that much experience with it, so it's going to be very interesting to get that up. I think we should get a small little town up initially. So let's build an inn. There we go. And then get a new tavern in as well, which is also pretty damn expensive. Hopefully we won't run out of cash, because I'm kind of worried. And then obviously some shops. Let's get a blacksmith in. Maybe place that, I don't know, there. Let's see, where's the entrance actually? Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it now? Right, so let's place that there. And all we are missing is now the blacksmith, right? So let's place the blacksmith right about here. Get some paths going. Very, very nice. Let's see, how is our player base currently, actually, because that's quite important. Levels. So we have 27 people in level 4. And this was a level 3 region that we had, so that's fine. That should draw in a lot of players. They should start making their way here if that's actually possible, but that shouldn't be a problem. At least I don't foresee it. Right, so desert. Let's see. Obviously, we need a landmark. And we might want to just place that here. Can we place it a little bit on top? Yeah, we could, but why should we? There we go. And get a path out there to there as well. There we go. Very nice. We actually want to rotate this a little bit, if we can. Yes, we can. And ideally I want a second one there as well, but for now we're just gonna leave it. What I am going to do, however, since we are going to be a little bit short on cash, we're just gonna raise this. There we go. We have a lot of subscribers, so that should give us a lot of money as well. Now in terms of obviously we need NPCs, and that's going to be a bit weird in this area. I kind of have to work on that. Let's get some crocodiles set up. They weren't really used in the other area for some reason, and I have no idea why. But let's try to do that anyways. That kind of overlaps. Why is that? Could you explain that to me? Probably just a bug. But that's okay. That's okay. No worries. We obviously need to get some people in here. So let's place a person into town. And in this case, I want a warrior. And this warrior will lead to the paladin. And then I want the warrior. Come on. There we go. That's actually fine, but let's just edit this and go to that guy. There we go. And then that guy can talk about the crocodiles, and also since you're at the crocodiles, let's get some more kills, and I then want you to kill a boss. And there we go. Actually, just for fun's sake, let's just kill 2 bosses. There we go. Let's see. Did it actually send them to the weaponsmith? Oh, it sent them to the weaponsmith. I want you to visit the landmark. I think that's way more important. And then we should also maybe get us a new NPC in here. Or is there still? There should be one here. There we go. There he is. I want you to go to the tavern. No, actually, no. Go to there. Go to the inn. So now there's multiple ways where they can go to this area and then be of some help. Okay. Very, very nice. Right, so now we have this set up, and yeah, a lot of money as well. Fast forwarded a little bit. Kind of cheated a bit, guys. Not that I did a money cheat or anything, but just cheated by getting time moving forward. Still have 80 props to go, and well, we need to get some traffic in here, but yeah, obviously players are not really looking forward to that since they are still level 2. They're kind of stuck here. Is that correct? Am I saying that correct? Let's go. Yeah, most players are actually level 2. But there's enough to do for them here, so they should actually reach over. That probably has to do with the amount of monsters that are here. Actually, this got cleaned out. That's, even though it's crowded, that's impressive. That's very impressive. No one is really killing the crocodiles. I don't really understand why that is, but that's fine. And players are killing this as well. Yep, they are. So it's just a matter of density, and yeah, that shouldn't really be a problem. I could set this up to a level 3 zone, the skeleton, if I really wanted to, but I think it's currently pretty balanced. This, however, doesn't get used that much, so I'll have to take a look at that, because this was designed specifically to push players to level 2 and 3, because it's a level 3 zone. Anyways, let's get back to the matter at hand. I'm really going to have some trouble designing this area. I'm just going to say that just like it is, simply because of the fact that I need to get used to working with a desert team, but that doesn't make it less interesting, obviously. We don't want a starting point. We already have those. Fuck the modular buildings. And did I actually see one of the people? No. Come on, guys, get into my area. I'm making this specially for you. Do we want to start decorating then? Well, maybe we can. Let's take a look at what fences we can use here. Because obviously it's going to be a bit harder. This, I think, is the only real thing that we can use, but that makes everything size up much more. As you can see, that's a lot larger than, for example, this fence. Let's see, where's an example? See? This is bigger, much bigger. And compared to the initial one, it's actually not that bad now I look at it. But that would mean that it's probably a bigger town, and I really don't want that. So let's go with scenery first, buildings and stuff like that, and see what we have. Okay, like these things might, yeah, that might work. So let's place these at the entrance of the area. This is a little bit too close, though. I don't really like that. Maybe we should change that a little bit. There we go, and then maybe. This was crocodiles, right? So let's maybe cut that out a little bit. There we go. That's gonna make it a little bit easier. In terms of scenery, difficult, because it's desert. I think we will have to work with tents a lot. I think that's going to be my main thing of using. Obviously, desert needs a lot of water, so. Let's see, that's our entrance. Let's do these instead of houses. You know, it's a small little town, so yeah, shouldn't be that that incredible. That's a shipwreck. We actually don't have a ship yet, even though I saw it online that you could get a ship somewhere, but haven't seen it in my props yet. The mill could also work, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what they would like arrange, but yeah, might just get like 1 or 2 grain in, because every town needs a little bit of food, I suppose. But I'm not even sure where I want to place that. Obviously the fountain is too big for this region. That could maybe work, but this seems a lot better. So let's place enough water in here. That's going to be very important, obviously. There we go. That's pretty good. We could go for some basic defenses. That would actually lighten the town up a little bit, but for now let's just wait with that. These are actually useful. So let's place 2 of them there. 2 of them there. 2 of them there. Now what's this? This is a big mast of a ship, which is actually broken down. But hey, I mean, it could work. It could work. Yeah, could get that in, but really don't see a point. That's tents, smaller tents. This is the one I'm looking for. I think this functions as like a water tower. So obviously we would need a big ass water tower in town. There we go. That looks pretty good. There we go, we have our first player here. Oh, nice. What level is he? Level 3. Oh, nice. Let's see, where are you going, little buddy? Discover more. Okay, he's definitely going into this region. In terms of props, probably a lot of boxes, a lot of barrels. Seems to be the fit that we're probably going for. This could work because it's like a laundry line, I suppose. So maybe place those behind the tents, beside the tent, so they can do their laundry. And this is a family, so you can share your damn laundry. There we go. That's pretty good. Pretty good. This seems like a crow's nest, which is not too bad, but if we do, we want to get it on top of something. So let's see if we can actually, there we go. I like that. Maybe some traps for some animals, but that will come at a later stage. Let's get these in here as well. Just some small stock, you know. Not too bad. Maybe add that in. That seems pretty good. Scarecrow not really going to be useful. Obviously this, because we do need some food obviously in town. So that's the blacksmith. We should probably place it here, but we want to upscale it a little bit like that. There we go, that's pretty good. Where's our player? Because he's not killing. He's probably in town somewhere, probably in one of the buildings, but that's fine. Let's see, well, cards, yes, obviously. And maybe a bench or two, but then obviously the single bench. So maybe give each tent a little bench to sit on, with a table preferably. Now I won't be able to fit the table in, but I can definitely fit in some chairs here. And this can have a table, that's not going to be a problem. Can we upscale that a bit? Yes, we probably can. There we go. And then I think that's pretty good. That's reasonably filled out. Maybe we should get a library here, but I found it quite hard to get a decent modular building sized up the way I want it. And also in terms of docks, I think that if we just upscale these could work pretty damn well as like a dock. So I might go back and actually change these docks, because yeah, it's not too bad. And then specifically these things where you walk out on. Not looking for a dock here. I think it's just going to be by cart, since it's pretty close, even though it would be perfect to get a harbor in here in terms of the bay area. That's going to be fine. Let's just bite the bullet and get ourselves the wall in. Actually, I think that's going to be the main wall that we have. Probably pretty spiked. We might want to actually just loop it around completely. I think that would be a good idea, just because of the fact that it's hard to combine this. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but yeah, I just come on. There we go. I just want to create it as nicely as possible, and maybe we should also get another exit out of town. Wait, I did it like that here, so we should do it like that here as well. Lead it up to there. There we go. So now we have our wall, and then obviously we also want this. Now these are very interesting things. I'm gonna like playing with those, even though I have to find out exactly how to place them and how to work with them. But it could be very cool. You know, probably just scatter them around a bit. Not too much, obviously. We don't want to do that. And oh, no, now my son, this is what I want. What's that? Oh, great. Great. Because now we can, if we create this good and well enough, we could then maybe there we go. Yes. That's it. Obviously, this sand wall needs to be supported. Do we want to do a double layer? Just make an entrance. Let's just make an entrance, and then obviously we do need to change the location of this guy. So we'll just temporarily place you there. I think that screwed up something, but it's fine. Where did that go? Because that was amazing. Where did I find that? Here, rocks. And then the well. Actually, we can remove the well, place that there, and then go back in here, get these things back. Great. Yep, I'm liking this. As you can see, hard will also probably work out at some point. Let's remove the water tower. Not really specifically remove it, but what I want is I want these guys. That's a bit too large. Oh wait, the crow's nest is still there. Lol. Place on objects. There we go. Rock, and then this guy, and then scale it to 1.6. 1.6 is fine. Obviously, we will then also need to move this a little bit, but that shouldn't be a problem because we can just move this prop right about there. And then, since we kind of want to hide the water tower, since it's a valuable resource, we'll just place that over here. Get a road in there. No, I don't want you to snap to that road. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's exactly what I want, actually. Thank you. Nice. Then we'll probably want to surround that with a couple of rocks. Obviously, this area is going to be much larger to fill out, because in this area we could just work with a lot of grass and stuff like that and trees, but yeah, that's just going to be weird in the desert area, so we'll have to take a look at how we're going to do that, but that shouldn't be a problem. And we can upgrade. So 6.1.0. Yeah, tough call. Either one of those. Let's go for combat. There we go. I'll take that. I think that's way more important than the achievements. The achievements will come on later. I shouldn't foresee a problem with that. That's just ice. We could maybe get an icy region in here that the balance is offset, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit hard. Actually, I would like to get this guy in here. Do we want that skull? Because I think there were different ones, but we'll take it. However, I want to upscale the head. It should be an enormous beast. There we go, and let it sink into the ground a little bit. Could we actually... Because we can place this on objects, right? But how will that then look? Will that then... that's gonna clip too much, I think. Even though if we're going to sit at... Oh, that's too much. Let's sit at 0.4. Let's just place it and take a look. I mean, it could work, but obviously it's not going to be very easy. But I mean, it does work, so let's just take it. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Hard work never comes easy. Hey, drive it to the top of the world. That's something off a long, long time ago. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Let's get in here. Ooh. Holy shit. Just a small little well. Probably need some rocks in here, and then you have the tower. Awesome. Yep, that was a very, 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 very good decision. We could also use these things to maybe create a fencing area somewhere. That would be very amazing. But now also the graveyard needs to find a new spot. Maybe there, because this is just too busy and it doesn't really fit. So let's place that over there. And then obviously we need a path. I didn't want you to snap there. That's all. I wanted it to be in the middle, but unfortunately that's Doesn't seem like a possibility. That's not a possibility, so we'll have to snap it here. This needs to move a little bit then. There we go. And then obviously the crow's nest again. Place that on top of the water tower. Place on objects. There we go. Very nice. I think for having little experience with desert, I think we're doing a pretty damn good job, if I say so myself. Obviously we can work with some plants here, but it's going to be a little bit harder. These look like cornfields, so that's not going to fit, obviously. I think we can create giant cornfields with that and then place a hay base with it, but yeah, that doesn't seem fit for this region. Is there anything? Maybe this? I mean, it could work. Maybe scatter those around a little bit. Really want to take a good look at what is possible. And I just thought of something. We are going to place some braziers in here, so the food is going to move again. But that's okay. That's okay. We would rather do it well than deliver a shitty job, right? A couple of these can actually work, and some places, but not in town. That works pretty good, actually. Spread them out a little bit, but not too much, because I'm going to fill this up with some other things, obviously, which are, you guessed it, rocks. Yeah, okay, I think that's better, actually. If I downsize this, well, how does it look? Weird. Let's just go for the generic rock. And then try to fill that out a little bit on the grass itself, so the grass seems to grow on the rock itself. The very little grass that actually is present. And then obviously I think we failed to place any boxes, so let's get those in here as well. Props, boxes, let's just place a couple down here, a couple down there, a couple down here near the store, some here, some near this store. That's looking pretty fine. Change them up a little bit. And then for decorating, we're just gonna add some flags left and right. Just to fill it out a little bit. We want the broken down flags because life in the desert is very, very freaking hard. We could actually set these probably on top of the towers, but that's just gonna look weird, right? Actually, it actually could work, but it's nah, we're not gonna do that. The skull could actually work, but I'd rather have like a pole in which we could place those. So I think we had the broken pole, right? Let's see, this guy. Yep. There we go. And where was the skeleton again? Because it was a prop. There we go. Placed it on top of subjects. I mean, shit, man, if you enter this town, I would piss my pants. Because let's just do a walk. Oh, wait. We're not done. And then we're going to do a little walk through of the area. Let's place you here. And then what I wanted to place were the braziers. But I wanted a good braziers. Oh, actually, pretty good fucking prop. No, not that, and no idea what this is. Is this like snow? No idea. Whatever, man. It's not in here. These are the ones. So we want some pretty large braziers in here. And I wish I could light them, but unfortunately that doesn't seem like a possibility. And now I think we're ready to maybe... Actually, let's place some bookcases here. Why not? At the bottom of the tower. Like, there is information here that you guys can find out about. Okay, and then let's do a walk through of the town itself. So, obviously we are entering the area here with this heightened building that we are going to move once again, because I don't like it. And you can already immediately see the buildings of the town. There's like a big skeleton over here, which is going to be a little bit problematic. And we can upgrade again, so let's just do that first and then choose Bling. So now we have base at level 8. There we go. So let's follow the road up here, which is quite steep, but that's okay. And then head into town. And the skulls are already looking at you. Height difference though, so we might have to take a look at that. But pretty good. Some towers in, just to check out what's going on. Some carts. The tents where people sleep. That's pretty nice. Some buildings which the players can use. Another building the player can use. And then their respawn point, which is pretty okay. Some food, as well as, if I recall correctly, there is also a very important building here, which is this guy. And another tower just looking out at the sea. I clipped through, and of course this is the main show. You just go through here, we find a well, and then we find a tower with some bookcases with information about the ancient mage that used to live here. Very, very cool. Right, I think that's going to be enough decorating for our initial town. Obviously this area is going to be stretched out a lot more than, for example, the first two areas, because those were filled out pretty enormously. I think what I'm going to do in this area is work a lot more with these like ridge-like objects. I think that'll look pretty good, as well as the fact that we can maybe even create ridges and then create like a small little inlet and a town into there. That's a pretty fucking good idea, I think. As well, in our cache we've grown a lot. We're at 6.2 right now, and we are at day 5. Obviously time has been going faster, so yeah, I'll have to take a look around and manage some small little things and or tweak them, and maybe use the banhammer left or right. Since I am doing that, I'm obviously after each episode trying to find out who's hacking or duping or doing whatever, and then giving them either a warning or a ban, depending on what of the offenses, obviously. But hopefully you did enjoy it. This episode, it wasn't easy. I'm sorry if I had to repeat that a couple of times, but yeah, I don't really have that much experience with desert, and to be honest, I don't have that much experience in designing in general. So all in all, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Hopefully you think so too. If you did enjoy the episode, then I would love to see you back for, in the next one, where we continue designing this desert-like area. And until then, have a great day.